Yo, Joe!
Hello everybody and welcome back to another figure review. It's been a while, but I'm back. I'm still relatively sick, so I'm gonna struggle a bit to talk here, but I had some free time and I might as well take advantage of that and do or attempt to do a quicker review on this guy. So here we have Ripper, a new classified character and another member of the Dreadnoks, which is Zartan's Cobra crew. There we go, classified at the top. We have the accessories there. We have a cool shot of him with some crushed up cans, a little drum set, and then we have a motorcycle, and then we see a cool little kind of Cobra poster there on the window, and then there we have a digital render of him kind of using his primary accessory, one of the bigger ones. Here we have a cool portrait with him with that I want to call it a Bowie knife, but people can correct me obviously. Logo, and then Cobra Dreadnok Ripper. There's that cool portrait again, very cool. Number 102 in the classified line. His skills or abilities, another digital render with all the accessories, a few zoom in shots, and that's pretty much it for the packaging. You do get the black and white portrait inside for the figure tray, but with that being said, let's take a close look at his accessories. Right, so here we have everything that he comes with, I believe. We'll start with one of the more basic, simpler ones. We have his glasses here. Pretty simple mold, painted in red. Not much to complain about here. I will say I wish the glasses fit a bit better on his head, but I'll demonstrate that later. But for the most part, they work very well. Some minor details there. But yeah, those are the glasses. Moving on, we have this pistol, which is kind of wicked, kind of looks like a musket pistol, one shot, it's all you got. But that doesn't matter when you have a knife ready to stab people as well. Once you run out of bullets or ammunition, you have a little sort of cock handle there, kind of like a revolver type trigger there. Well, not the trigger, but the cock, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, the blade is painted silver, so that's pretty nifty. Some nice detailing here on the handle. But yeah, I really like this guy's accessories. It just shows how crazy he is. We have that Bowie knife. I'm gonna call it a Bowie knife. I'm sure I'm wrong. But yeah, you have some nice detailing there on the handle, some screws going across. Nice silver to the blade and some nice serrations and detailing there. Pretty big beefy knife. And then we do get his assault rifle, which I might bring out the other rifle and compare to see what Ripper has done to a G.I. Joe rifle. Okay, so here we have the laser rifle that came with Grunt, and we'll be seeing more of this mold throughout the classified line. But just to show you guys what Ripper has done here, he has taken one of these rifles and completely customized it to his own liking. You can see similar circle design there, same kind of grip, or he changed out the grip for something a little bit different. He added a sort of scope there, and then he kept the base up to, the barrel here, so that's pretty much the same. He has added a blade to the end of his, and the stock has remained pretty much untouched, pretty much the same. But, I don't know, I like that kind of world play or character building with him. He's kind of crazy and he's just gonna stick knives and customize his own weaponry. Like I said, the pistol has this sort of revolver handle and the sort of cock back here, and then he just added some sort of different barrel style and a knife at the front. I think it's pretty cool. I know some people may be like, oh, that's just lazy, but come on, it's G.I. Joe, use your imagination. And then we have the big one, which I really love because it has this nice feature here, you just have to move one and it all moves together. Very cool. You have the handle here, goes back and forward, the handle there. Crazy motor stuck to this thing. But yeah, I believe these are called his Jaws of Life. I mean, I might correct myself with some text, but yeah, nothing in there. But yeah, this thing is cool. The feature, very nice. Crazy details going all around. Some nice silver to the motor there. Little pipe cable going there. Some nice kind of tape to the handle. And then this is sort of silver kind of plastic. But yeah, that's very cool that this functions, and it's very cool. It keeps its pose pretty well, as you can see there. So it goes all the way back like that and forward. But yeah, I really dig this thing, and obviously I'm going to display him with it. Storage for him is pretty much, you can store everything that he comes with. We'll go with the pistol here. He has the holster here on his hip, his right hip. And then we have a sheath for the knife here. And I think the knife being here kind of limits his ab crunch a bit. Not too bad if it goes off to the side. So that's pretty good. He also has this loose kind of necklace thing here, so you can count that as an accessory, but it already comes on him. But yeah, there's some nice detail. I'm not sure what those represent. But yeah, they're there. This guy's pretty cool. We got, the peg here instead of a back piece. We just get a peg with the harness, and I think that's pretty well done. I forgot to mention the magazine comes off for the assault rifle here, and you want the wider end to go into the rifle. That's how it stays in place. And now I can't get it back in there. There we go. And then this just plugs into his back, and that looks pretty cool. He's just carrying his rifle around. We have, what else? The glasses. I'll show these off right away. You can see how they lay on there. It's pretty sturdy. It's not gonna go anywhere, but I don't know. There's something about them I wish. I just can't pinpoint like what's wrong with it. I think it just doesn't lay super flat or flush with the ear there. On this side it kind of does, but not on this side. And then if I do try to make it go flush with the ear, it tends to move the other side. But taking a close look at this guy, he is very cool looking. We'll take off the shades for now. He has a dope expression. I wish maybe we would have gotten an alternate head where he isn't like screaming or snarling at someone. But it does look very good. You have the sort of tear tattoo there. His eyes, I don't know how well my camera's gonna pick it up, but what I'm seeing is that he has sort of a yellow eye and a brown eye on this side. He has a little cut on his eyebrow there. Pretty cool looking dude. Some more sort of shading there in those, in the forehead. His hair looks pretty gnarly. Crazy mohawk and beard. We have his earrings there, or on one side. Pretty cool. We have that necklace I already showed off. 2 grenades on his chest. We have some spikes here on the shoulder. We have death there on his other arm. We have crazy, I'm not even sure what that is. Sort of a Viking? I'm not even sure. It's just a monster thing, and it's ripping his arm apart. That's pretty cool. We have the spiky bracelet and spiky thing here at his bicep. Pretty cool. This one tends to shift around, kind of like Copperhead and his weird bicep bands did. You get a cool belt there and a cool chain. You can see how it loops in that sort of, pant thing. And that's pretty cool. Belt is made out, well, not made out of, but it's textured sort of like leather. Some nice design to the jeans there. Very cool. There's a holster if you want to see that. It's all taped up. The boots, I feel like we already seen these boots, but I can't really pinpoint which other Cobra or G.I. Joe member has these boots, unless they're brand new, which I think they might be, but I remember seeing these boots, but also I don't remember which figure had them. And then we have the knee pads. Very cool figure to look at. And he's very busy in design, but it works for him. He's just this crazy ass dude. But yeah, his articulation is pretty good too. He's not gonna look up all that much. That mohawk's gonna get kind of in the way. A little bit down. It's also the double ball joint, that goes up into the head and into the neck. I'm not really a big fan. I really liked the hinge, just because you could get more range up and down. And you get some slight pivoting there on the head. Arms go out about that much. You do have some bicep swivel, so that helps grab his big accessory there. You do get the bicep swivel. His arms fold in at 90 degree, it's a little bit over it, but yeah, that's about as much as you get because the bicep and this forearm piece kind of run into each other. The crunch I kind of showed off earlier goes forward about that much and back, and then he does have his waist swivel. He does kick forward pretty well and out pretty well. Back not so much, and then he does have the drop down hips. And then we do get the thigh swivel, we get tight legs. So double jointed legs, pretty good. He can kick his own ass. And then if we extend his leg, you get the boot swivel, back, forward, and ankle pivot. So yeah, this guy is amazing, and I recommend you guys to pick him up if you're into this sort of style of character where he's kind of a rebel. I mean, that's what I see the Dreadnoks as, their own little group doing a bunch of crazy and just being complete savages and terrorizing the people out in the swamps where they have their secret base and whatnot. Yeah, he's a very nice member to have. I mean, I know a lot of people were asking for more Dreadnoks, and we're getting them slowly. I know there's plenty of more Dreadnoks that we still need to get. We need Torch. I'm sure there's other ones, Gnawhide. But yeah, we'll slowly get them, and I think Torch and Gnawhide are already in the works. So it's just a matter of waiting. All the Joe fans, they all want a particular character, and sometimes they want them all to release at one time. But that's just not reasonable. We'd run out of characters and whatnot within 5 years, which is about as long as this line has been going on for. I think like 3 or 4 years. But yeah, just be patient. I know Hasbro will get to everyone's favorite characters. I know they announced Raptor. I was asking for Raptor, and we're finally getting them, so I'm excited. And I'm one of the few that want sneak peek in classified. But other than that, just bring out whatever characters you have in store, and once they come out, I'll buy them. If I want to skip on some, I'll skip on them, but for the most part, I want to have a complete collection of classified. But Ripper here, very cool character, highly recommend him. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in a future video.